The Deputy National Organizer of the NDC joins us, Kobe Barlow, to help us get to grips with what the party is planning by way of logistics and arrangements for the selection of their flag bearer, which is the next big event on their calendar. Kobe, how nice to see you. Thank you for your time with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, well, first of all, congratulations. This is my first time seeing you since your Congress where your new team was elected. So, well done. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Indeed. Right. So, 3 committees have been set up, if I understand this correctly. Talk us through the plans that the party is making.
Initially, the outgone national executives we put in place the roadmap for the election of our flag bearer. Initially, we had wanted to do the Congress on the 7th of December, but we couldn't. So, per our Constitution, in all those processes, we are guided by the Article 55 of the 1992 Constitution and Article 42 of the NDC Constitution. We started the process by opening nominations, and then we went through some aspect of the process. The day of the filing, we received an injunction. So for 10 days, that 10 days elapsed on Monday. So yesterday, we decided to inaugurate the 3 committees that will take care of the elections. Now, the injunction that was served on the party, we have tried and we have sent our responses through our lawyers to the court. So on the 14th, that court hearing will happen. As at yesterday morning, when the inaugurations of the committee was done, I know that we hadn't done anything wrong. But on daily basis, we continue on checking with our lawyers as to whether there has been any new developments. As at yesterday, when I left the office in the morning after the program to do other assignments, there was nothing of that sort. If since the inauguration up to now, something has happened, I'm not too much aware of that. I'm sure by the time I get to the office, if there is any development, I'll get that information. But in doing these processes, we have said that we'll try and make sure that the processes will be very transparent. So even the list of 29 committee members, we took it round the 7 aspirants, so that if they have any issues with any of the nominees, they can raise it and then we'll take them out. Some names, yes, they flag them and we have to drop those names. So when we got the final 29 list, we gave all to them and they all okayed the names that they are okay with the names. Because as you know, some names have declared their support for candidate A or candidate B. So if that person is supposed to be on a committee, naturally you will say that, oh, if he's not for me and he's on the committee, he will come and do, he will be very partial towards me. So we did that process. Now, the next process is to, if all things be equal without any legal challenges, we are to start with the vetting. And if we are done with the vetting, then we'll have an appeal process, so that should in case somebody does not qualified and he or she is disqualified, because so far all those contesting are men, the person can apply to the appeals process, and after that we do balloting. And then when we finish with the balloting, then now it goes to, we'll have to do our notice of polls, and then we activate the process of printing ballot papers. And in printing of the ballot papers too, we have said that every aspirant will give us his printing agent to be at the printing press, so that they will sit there throughout the printing process. Then when they finish, they will do what we call boxing into the number of votes that are supposed to go to all the 10 regional capitals. Then their agent will also accompany the printing materials to all the regional capitals. When they get to the regional capitals too, they would have to have agents who will take delivery of the items and onward distribution to the 276 constituencies. When I say 276, our national headquarters is also going to be a pooling center for our foreign branches for the processes to go on. So in the long run, this election is going to be happening at the various constituency centers that the constituency executive committee will identify as feasible and good for the elections. So it's not going to be like a congress whereby we bring delegates across the length and breadth of the country to one venue. No.
So this ought to be cheaper than the one that you did to elect your executives, right?
I can't say yes and I can't say no. I have not really seen the figures that are going into this process. But one thing that I know is that no election is cheap.
No, you're a national executive. You haven't seen the budget?
We have a committees, every committees and their mandates.
They haven't reported to the executive yet?
No.
Okay.
They have a committee that is working on it.
That's fine. Now, in the run-up to this, one of the big news items was the reaction of some of your candidates or the potential flag bearers, the aspirants, to the cost of the filing.
The filing fee.
Yeah, the filing fee. In the end, it was revised down by about 100,000 cities. And the explanation given by the party through your general secretary was that this is the money you need to fund this process. Former President Rawlings, the founder of your party, has talked about how some financiers are taking over control of the party. Was that a worry, you know, when you were determining that this process should be funded by those who will file for nomination? Was that a worry of the party that you might end up putting the control of the party in the hands of those who can afford it?
Thank you once again, Kojo. Funding activities or funding elections of political parties, no single individual can fund such activity. I'll use myself as an empirical evidence. When I was contesting for deputy national organizer, me as a person, I don't have the resources. I don't have the finances to be able to help me go around the 275 constituencies in this country. But during my campaign, there were constituencies that I visited and constituency executives mobilized money for me to support my elections because they believed in my vision and they believed in what I think that I can do to serve this party. What we said was that we are not saying that all the 7 flag bearer aspirants should go into their bank account with the greatest of respect to withdraw money from their account to come and pay for the filing fee. If you want to lead this country and you want to lead a biggest opposition party like the NDC, and you don't have people who believe in your vision, who believe in your message and things that you have something to offer this country, to support you financially, to raise funds, to be able to pay for your filing fee, then I have a little worry. Now, you realize that when the filing fee issues came up, there were several strategies that were activated by several individuals to raise money. President Mahama, for instance, has a short code that people were contributing 1 CD, 2 CD to help him file his nomination. Professor Alabi did the same. Even Dr. Spiogabra paid more than how much was required of him to pay for the filing fee. So it means that they've been able to raise that money. But then, I am very much aware that the money that we have received from the 7 aspirants will not be able to organize this conference. As a party, we have also activated processes to raise money from supporters of our party so that we can do this particular process in a very nice way that all the aspirants will be very happy in the long run. But I'll also add to the statement made by the founder of the party. We are appealing to party people that let all of us contribute our little quota to finance the party. Now, we don't charge too much as a party for dues. Every individual in the party is supposed to contribute. A card-bearing member of our party members are supposed to contribute 1 Ghana cedi per month. If we have about 2 million Ghanaians who are registered NDC party members, you know how much we can make as a party in every 30 days. So as for challenge of financing, even the ruling government also have challenge when it comes to raising money.
Is he right when he says that because people are not contributing their dues and so forth, that control of the party is ending up in the hands of the few people who are giving money?
To the best of my knowledge, I don't know the few people. If you had mentioned names, that I could have said that, oh, I know of this, I know of that, I don't know.
For instance, what you're telling me as a party executive is that you are not being financed by some individuals, some few individuals.
I don't know much about that. As I'm speaking, I know we started some membership drive, and in that membership drive, we have a short code that is raising money, and every now and then, people are paying their dues through that short code, even though it's not too huge, but it's encouraging. So to the best of my knowledge, that's what I know. And
so you don't have party financiers?
I can't come here and mention that I know this
I'm not asking you to name them.
Yes.
But I'm saying, are there some few individuals?
Definitely there will be people.
And because they are financiers, they are the ones who control.
What I know is that people who have enough will also always want to share with the party in time of needs. And that is what I know. I don't know anybody who has more and it is supporting the party so that he will take control of the party. To the best of my knowledge, those who are contributing to the growth or the finance of our party are people who have so much love for this party, who think that, oh, the party has made them who they are today, and they want to give back to the same party that made them who they are.
Now, your General Secretary, when he was explaining why the high filing fee this year, last year, he talked about the fact that, look, you need to be able to fund these activities. And he said that even the Electoral Commission's participation cost about 3 million, you know. You're laughing. Was he wrong? That's what he said.
I'm listening to you.
Was he wrong?
I'm listening to you.
Oh, that's my question. My first question. Was he wrong?
General cannot be wrong. He is directly the one in charge of day-to-day administration of the party.
So he paid 3 million to the EC?
I'm coming. We haven't paid any money to the EC.
Okay.
But what I know is that it's going to cost us to run this process. Kojo, this process is more or less like how national elections are run. You print ballot papers. You transport ballot papers to the regional centers. You send them to the constituency centers. You procure the services of security officers. You would have to employ the services of electoral
commission. Those are your costs, so
exactly.
I'm asking about the specific cost item that he mentioned, which is the electoral commission, 3 million.
I don't know how much the EC is charging us per constituency.
But that's what your General Secretary said.
Well,
3 million.
If that's what he is saying, then who am I to doubt him?
Do you know different?
I don't know.
Right. So as far as you are aware,
I prefer to see figures and then speak to figures.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
but I know it's going to cost us some amount of money.
So the question then is, if the General Secretary said that the aspirants will have to contribute in order to foot these bills, does it mean that the NDC is broke?
Kojo, I said earlier on that no political party would not need resources. Now, per the belief that I have in
No, you are the new
party,
executive.
I'm coming.
You've seen your accounts, you've seen your books since you came into office. Is everything okay?
Kojo, I'm saying it once again. No political party will have enough to spend.
And so you are broke?
Oh, we are not broke. We
okay.
are not broke.
So what's the situation with your finances?
We need more, but we are not broke.
But you don't have enough to fund the flagbearership race that
Kojo,
is coming
I told you earlier on that the amount of money that the aspirants have paid will not be enough to run the elections. As national executives and well-wishers of our party are raising a lot of resources that will support whatever money we have realized from the filing fees.
But you still needed those filing fees,
yes,
in order to be able to pay for this process?
The filing fee will not contribute too much to what processes we are going to do.
Different from what your General Secretary said.
What I'm saying is that, yes, they have paid filing fees.
Make these fees high so that you can pay for this thing.
Kojo, running the election comes with a lot of costs.
Yeah.
But as I'm saying again, and I keep repeating myself, is that the filing fees that were paid by the 7 aspirants will not be able to run the elections. As national executives, we have activated some processes to raise additional money to be able to run these elections. But then what we are saying is that, and as you said, it is a belief by those of us who believe in social democracy that those who have more should bring more to support the ordinary masses in our party. Now, if an ordinary party supporter in my village in Agbozume decides that he is prepared as a farmer to support the party with 1 Ghana cedi at the end of every month, do you think that if somebody is aspiring to become the president of this republic and he has the capacity to raise more to be able to contribute to the internal democratic process of our party, shouldn't he?
How much was the filing fee at the last time you chose a flag bearer?
The last time we chose the flag bearer was, I think, 50,000.
50,000. Did you not believe in these principles back then?
We do, but Kojo, what you should know is that every administration has the mandate of the Constitution to do whatever they want to do. Provided it's in the spirit and the letter of the Constitution, it's nothing wrong. Okay. We are in different times and it demands different strategy.
Okay. Do you have a date in mind?
If all things be equal, and we'll be going to the court on the 14th.
Right. If
all things be equal and there's no any problem and there's no any challenge or any direction from the court, I believe that the 26th date is achievable.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for briefing us. We are all anticipating a smooth process when you go to choose your flag bearer. Very best of luck to you all.
Thank you for the opportunity to bro.
Well,
thanks.
That's Kobi Balo. He's the deputy national organizer for the NDC. We've got more coming up. We've got lots more coming up on the AM show. Stay exactly where you are. When we come back, how do we stay safe online in 2019? How do you make sure that you can end the year without being a Sakawa victim, and that your children don't end up viewing inappropriate content online? All of these things occupy us, and we'll get answers right after these.